am Symtherin. Welcome back to my channel and to another speed build in The Sims 4. And to the first video that I am posting in 2024. Happy New Year, friends. I hope you guys had a safe and happy New Year, and I hope that in this year you get to achieve everything you want, plus some, and there's only joy and happiness and none of that icky stuff. But with that being said, before we get into New Year's resolutions talks, we are furnishing 2 of the apartments from my apartment build that I did with the For Rent expansion pack. The last video was the exterior and the first unit. This part is 2 units. So currently we are doing a unit for a cat lover, and it's a little studio apartment. It's super cute and super cluttered. I leaned into the warm wood tones, the coastal vibes of like cats and dogs and all of that nature-ish similar things, you know. So I hope you guys do like it. We'll talk about the second unit when we get there, but part 3 will have the last 2 units. So the apartment building has a total of 5 units. So we'll do 4 and 5, I'm sorry, in next week's video. I plan on having a video also coming out later this week, so stay tuned for that. But if you want to see part 3 and see a full video tour of the entire build, check that out. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out, and like this video too if you end up liking it, if you so please. It really helps me out. But it is the new year, and that is so exciting. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have any New Year's resolutions or goals. I used to be really, really big on resolutions, but in recent years, I kind of felt like not calling them resolutions and more so goals or changes or whatnot, because, I mean, I'm so bad at keeping my resolutions. I don't think I've ever actually successfully kept one for a full year. So there's that. But I have a ton of goals, both in my personal life, in my work life, and then in my hobby life, which I guess would be entirely Symtherin plus maybe a couple of other things. So yeah, I want to know what you guys are hoping for in the new year. I am hoping to gain more confidence. This kind of goes throughout all aspects of my life, especially in work and just feeling sure of my decisions. And even with creating content, I just want to be sure and, you know, feel good about everything, just everything. I think that's the biggest goal for this year. Yeah, and make healthier choices, of course. That's always a big one, because it's so easy to fall into, you know, fast food and all that stuff, especially after working so hard all the time. And yeah, but this little apartment is coming together pretty quickly. I did not do the bathrooms on camera, so this video is pretty short, but I thought this little space was super cozy. And on the balcony there is the cat litter, the litter box, so you have that, and like a little bench. Did I put some knitting stuff in here? I might have. I can't remember. I tried to put some kind of activity in each apartment, but I really can't remember. But if I didn't put it in, I think that would be great for the sim I imagined living here. And next door is pretty much like completely different from this sim. So the first unit was basically a family unit, like your typical family gameplay. This is pets gameplay. The next unit we are going to decorate is a little, well, I already said a little different, but here we go. Darker in color theme. We leaned into blacks and greens. And this sim I imagine being like a musician, maybe like a musical producer or something. And they're pretty well off, I would say. It's not like a rundown apartment. It's pretty well kept, and So they're not a struggling artist. They're doing pretty well for themselves. I wouldn't say they're like Beyonce or something, but they're doing pretty well. But I absolutely enjoyed doing this one. The living room's pretty like long and narrow, which was a little awkward to work with, but I like how it came out in the end. And I think I pull out some lockers. I can't remember which pack those were from, but I felt like that was kind of a fun vibe in this particular apartment. So those locker bookshelves are going to be in that corner. Yep, here we are. I can't see what pack that came from right now, but you know. But we do put a guitar. I think there might even be a couple of guitars in here. There is a keyboard, the kitchen, bedroom. It's really nice. At the time of me recording this voiceover, which is actually right before I post this video, I kind of got a little sidetracked and ran out of time. But yesterday we had a leak for the medieval castles kit that we all voted on, and I think that's going to be so cool. But I was also kind of like, we literally got apartments. I don't think I can survive building a castle. Like, this apartment took a lot out of me, and it took a while for me to get the vibe and get the shape of it on the exterior right, at least to where I was happy with it. So I might do like some smaller castles when that comes out. I don't know if I'll jump right into like a big castle. We'll see, but I don't know. We'll see. I've done a few castles in the past. I did a series for base game castles based off of like Hogwarts houses. I did not finish that series. I think I've talked about this before. So that's on the channel if you are interested in it. I can probably try and link it somewhere around here, or in the description below if you guys want to check them out. But those were fun and very challenging because of course it's base game. But yeah, which I want to do another base game home. I actually am working on one right now that hopefully you'll see in the next couple of weeks. And that's exciting. I want to get better with base game. That's another goal for this year, is to do more base game only builds. And I think last year I did get better with like doing limited pack builds. I didn't do it all the time, but I did have a few, and those were fun. Those are some of my favorite builds. Like there was a 2-door build with base game and get together. That was one of my favorites. There were a few out there. That one definitely was my favorite. So let me know what kind of builds you want to see me do this year. I have a ton planned. I took one night and I was just like spewing out all these ideas and all that stuff. So I am so excited, and I've been building a lot in the last couple of weeks. So I have some voiceovers to do today. So the next few videos are going to be fun. Batch recording. It's like, kind of like I feel giddy because I don't do this very often. I was like, oh my god, this is kind of exciting. So yay. But the kitchen here is pretty much, I feel like, together. I just unscrewed my pen. I fidget with a pen when I do these voiceovers, sorry. So here's the bedroom. I like the bedroom. It's got some nice windows so you get some good sunlight. I think, I can't remember which rug I end up with, but this one. The bed's not going to stay there in front of the window. I end up moving it because I want to fit a desk somewhere. And here, now the layout is pretty much together and we're just going to clutter it up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these 2 apartments. I have 2 more coming up in a week from now. At least that's my plan. So make sure you guys do all the things and don't miss out on that. I'm trying to remember the theme of those apartments. They're a little different, I think. Well, I'm gonna save that for next week where we can talk about it a little more. But here we are just adding some clothes and some shoe clutter. this little stool, and another guitar, I think, makes an appearance. Yes. So your musician has everything he needs, and apparently a telescope, because I didn't know what else to put there. But that is it for the video. Nice and short and sweet today. Don't forget to let me know what some of your goals and resolutions are for 2024 and how it's going so far. And like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you next time. Bye!